Okay, and welcome back to another long overdue episode of the fucking Saucy Boys podcast.
Yeah, sauce me, bitch.
I go by the name of Chaku,
Michael Stokes, man.
and we're here with y'all for another episode. I know it's been a while, but we've been mad busy.
Yeah.
And I know y'all hear that a lot, but yes, we've been fucking just going through it. Summer is almost coming to an end, and the DJ gigs are starting to slow down, which is good for me because I need a fucking break. But yeah, so
running around.
yeah,
Same thing, work, birthdays, a lot of family things involved. Also preparing for another move. This time I will be not moving myself. This is going to be my first adult move where I pay the movers to
you
take
gotta
my
hire
shit.
somebody. I'm
done.
I can't do fucking moving myself no more.
The only reason I re-upped my lease last year was because I had no interest in packing shit and moving. I didn't want to get the U-Haul. We acquired more furniture, and I was like, I'm not bringing this shit downstairs. like fuck that.
Paying somebody else to carry this shit.
Yeah, I mean it's like $500 for like a 2-bedroom apartment for like two what's the one called, like two college junks move college hunks move junk, or like the two college bros movers or something like that. It's like $500 for them to move like a 2-bedroom apartment. That's no big deal.
Yeah,
I don't care. I'll spend the money to not hurt my back.
Yeah, for real.
Or blow out a knee.
Movie with the sound off in the back is Hook.
Yeah.
And watching this now and seeing him pour that big ass glass of whiskey, I never understood that as a kid. But watching it now, I'm like, damn.
When you were younger, did you used to think that alcohol tasted like a juice and soda and shit like that when you'd see it in movies?
Yeah.
By like how quick they'd like down it with no reaction.
I was hoping.
And then you finally actually tried the liquor and you're like, yeah.
You're like, what the fuck?
That's not as smooth as Robin Williams made it look. Like, what the fuck?
He's just sipping on it, not making a face or nothing. But you know what's crazy? Okay, so back in, I don't want to say the time. We'll just say I was in school. I was in high school, and my parents had a liquor cabinet, and they had, I think it was like Bacardi and like some other shit up there.
Yeah,
I had a couple of friends over.
I know where this is going.
And so I see that, I was like, you know what? Like, let's try this. Like, I've seen my parents do it at the barbecue. You know, let's take a shot, right?
Yeah.
Nigga, we poured that Bacardi in them glasses, and all of us took that little shot, and it didn't even get down our throats. It just touched the tongue, and we were like, what the fuck? Spit it out. But by that time, it was like we already poured the shots, and my parents' bottle was already kind of low. Nigga, we filled that shit up with water.
That's what you do.
Put it back. I wonder if my parents ever like why the fuck is there water in here?
So infamously, I'm pretty sure I've shared this story. So infamously, my sister, when I was like a sophomore in high school, she had like a big birthday party, or just a big ass party at our house in shirts. And my older sister conspired with my middle sister to plan and throw this party and everything. And a certain someone who went to the same high school as us, won't name no names, decided to get drunk and roll down the staircase at this house. In this house that we had, the staircase was like, it was like a mini, like a 3 steps, and then there's a landing, and then it goes up the rest of the way. Yeah. And so what he did was he went to the top, rolled all the way down the fucking staircase, but because he was drunk, he couldn't stop himself, and his fucking foot went through the wall that was right there on the landing. And so my sisters had to conspire together to come up with this lie to our parents, who were, I think they went out of town. I think they went to like Kemah Boardwalk that day or something, and they were like, we were going to stay in Houston. And they conspired this story that my sister was walking down the stairs and her ankle gave out because she literally rolled it in like basketball or volleyball or something at the time. And it just gave out, and she rolled it even worse.
Like, this will work.
And like, yeah, they ended up having to go get like crutches and shit and everything. And like the story passed for years until like probably like a decade later, we finally had like a come to Jesus moment with my mom, and like told her like all of our secrets. And they like revealed to her like, yeah, so that hole in the wall, that was Ebony. Like, you know, it's like we conspired it. But the same thing. They filled all the liquor bottles up at the house with water. And because my parents just didn't drink that like that no more. Like they weren't getting down. They just had them on.
They had it there just for like guests and shit.
My parents had like this bar that they had hand carved for them when they lived in England when they were younger. And they've like literally taken it every house they've been in. And so that's just like the bar area. And so you got to stock your bar with liquor and shit, even if you're not drinking it all the time. And so that's what my sisters were like. We've supplied the party. You know what I'm saying?
That's funny. You know what's crazy too is like my parents, like it was normally for like guests, right? Because my parents weren't like sitting at home like cracking open a bottle and being like just pouring fucking whiskey straight up. Mm-hmm. But I wonder if like whenever the guests came over, like when we had barbecues and shit, and they were like, "Why the fuck does Bacardi taste like that?" Like
Bacardi tastes gross. Yeah, actually, you know that's what gave it away. I think my mom tried like one of the liquors later on. And like I vividly have this image of her talking to my dad in the kitchen, and they're like, "Man, this is not strong at all. Like I thought Ciroc would be better. I thought, you know what I'm saying? Like, just like I thought this would have more be strong." And then that's what eventually led to like my sisters eventually like telling them like, "Oh yeah, so that liquor is kind of like half water."
I got to do that shit with my parents and just sit down and like tell them all the rowdy shit that we didn't see. They'll probably be like, "Yeah, we knew."
Yeah, we knew. I used to do it too.
With your stupid ass, we knew. You ain't slick.
You thought you changed it off of Channel 99 that fast when you were a kid. I saw what you was doing.
It last. We seen the fuzzy titties on the screen.
I saw it. I walked in at the same time that titty popped into the blur.
You was watching BT Uncut again. I ain't got no panties though.
What you think? I don't know what Wax-A-Million is, little nigga?
That should be out loud too.
You think I don't know what a fucking tip drill is? Chaku?
And then when them Girls Gone Wild commercials would come on after that. Girls Gone Wild. It's like loud as fuck.
Fuck yeah.
I'm like, bro, my parents gonna bust in here. Like, what the fuck you watching?
He's like, they turned up the volume only for the dude in the commercial to say the name. Like, Girls Gone Wild. Yeah. All live, new, blah, blah, blah. Girls Gone Wild. Remember, Girls Gone Wild. Like,
the rest of the commercials all quiet. You just see girls, woo. Like, woo. Oh, shit.
Fuck me.
I'm pretty sure my parents probably walked by my room and was like, this nigga.
No
wonder we have no lotion in this house. I just bought this bottle, god damn it. DJ.
I want to reveal one story similar to that, but I'm not going to embarrass myself on the pod. I'll save that for after. I'll leave it to your imagination. Before we get too far in, Bevies of the show, we're trying out these two chicks, even though we're not two chicks pre-made drinks. So this is going to be the sparkling new fashioned. It's their take on the old fashioned. It says whiskey, spice, ginger, orange cocktail, comes in a can. That's one option. And then we got the other one that's kind of like a ranch water. So that's the tequila based one.
Tequila lemon lime cocktail.
I think I'm going to try that because I'm on the lime. But also, just because I'm not saying this is going to be good, I'm not telling you guys to try this liquor that we also got, and we're gonna be taking shots of this. But I walked in the Specs, and they had these unique collector's editions of like these off-brand liquors, and one of them came in the shape of a fucking Uzi. Look at this. This is a fucking Uzi. This is a it's the tech on the dresser that Jay-Z was showing fucking Nas, yo. Look at this. Oh my goodness. And you know what the best part about it is? Guess where the liquor comes out at? You guessed it. The fucking nozzle. So right here is where we're going to get our little ASMR. We're not drinking it right now, but I just want to show you guys what's popping right now.
Uh-oh. That's a good one. I'm going to try this one first.
This is going to be disgusting. This is going to be gross. It smells like McCormick's. It smells like Skull Vodka. Oh, my goodness. I don't think I can drink that.
Oh, nigga.
Oh, no. This is going to be, that might only be for your eyes only, as J. Cole would say.
Yeah, this straight rubbing alcohol.
Oh, my goodness. That smells like, if you got a cut, you got a little witch hazel.
Hey, this is a product of the Ukraine.
I bet it is.
That's crazy.
Of course it's in the shape of a gun in Ukraine.
That's wild. I like how it has a look. This is dope.
Little fucking man. Hey, you know what the fucked up part is? When it's empty, you can spray paint it black and probably do some nefarious shit.
They'd be like, damn, niggas, shit, look how
there's a lot of detail in this bottle. So this isn't even the dopest one. They had an AK-47 in there, which was a little bit more expensive. They had a shotgun. The one that I was really digging was like this fucking Old West pistol that looked
Yo,
incredible.
I might have to go in there and cop the whole collection.
Even homie at Specs was just like, look at the pistol. I love what they did with the box. It's like, it's amazing, bro.
I like how you make them sound like just like so uninterested.
Yeah, he was.
Now, look at the pistol. The pistol is actually quite wonderful. I mean, I would never drink these, but
he said that. He's like, I can't guarantee it's gonna taste good, but I mean, the box looks dope. I'd buy it just to have it. And I was like,
I would grab 1 or 2 of these. Yeah, is it good?
This is good. Sparkling citrus margarita tastes just like a margarita on the rocks with the lime and everything. This is phenomenal. Great pool drink. Great pool drink.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
That's really nice.
Yeah,
it's like a very good ranch water, essentially.
Okay, but yeah. So, we got to go into your story.
No, I told you I'm not sharing that on the pod.
Okay.
What the fuck are you talking about? No.
Damn, I done blew my shit up on there.
Hell no.
Fucking.
My dad still occasionally listens to this. I can't drop a story like
He
that.
could be like, damn, son, I already knew.
Nah, nothing like that. But it is summer, of course. We're drinking summer bevies. But with summer comes the vacations, like always. And that's one of the reasons why we've been super busy. We've been doing a little traveling and stuff. I'm actually about to dip out again this weekend. Not going far. I'm just going up to Oklahoma to do a little gambling. You know what I'm saying? Do a little click clack with the dice.
I'm supposed to be in Seattle next weekend.
My guy, what's going on in Seattle?
The family reunion.
In Seattle?
Yep.
Who lives in Seattle?
I don't know.
Y'all just pick a city to reunion
I
at?
guess.
That's
It's
what's
my
up.
dad's side of the family.
Oh, okay.
It's the Martins. The niggas was like,
Hey.
Seattle sounds good.
Gang, Martin gang.
Yeah, so we gonna be out there two-stepping and shit. We got like this big ass Airbnb. I don't know if I can make it because I just got back from a trip and I'm exhausted from traveling.
What's the Airbnb look at? Let me ask you that first because that's gonna lead into my vacation. What does the Airbnb look like?
I have no idea. My dad was like, just send me the money. I'm gonna book it. I was like, all right.
Find out what the Airbnb looks like and then make your decision because if it's a dope Airbnb, you need to go. You need to go. I've never been to Seattle. I always wanted to go. Even though I've heard Seattle, Portland, Denver, you've been to one of them. It's essentially all the same city.
I've been to Portland. I love Portland. Portland's dope. There's a lot of white folks in Portland.
Yeah, there is.
So sometimes I feel a little uneasy, but
same with Denver. I've been to Denver a couple times, and when you're in Denver and you bring up like Portland or Seattle, everyone always just says like, "Oh, well, Portland's just Denver, but in the forest."
Yeah.
And then
a lot of Subarus.
A lot of Subarus.
A lot of Subs. And for some reason, man, I don't know what it is, but every altercation I've had with somebody in traffic, it's always been Subaru.
Fucking
Subaru drivers are dicks, man. They're dicks. I don't know. You want to get your little? You gotta tell us where you took your little vacation.
No, so the reason why I was saying was find out what the Airbnb looks like is because the vacation I went on, my sister booked herself like her dream Airbnb out in Palm Springs, California. Now, Palm Springs, for those who don't know, outskirts of LA, about 2-hour drive in between like Joshua Tree and LA and all that. So all that's around you. Palm Springs is like essentially the place that it's like a low key, ironic. It's the strange part about it is it's like a low key normal town and the celebrities of LA like to go there to get away. That's why it's like a famous spot. But the Airbnb we had was dope as fuck. It was like something that should have been in like the like Beverly Hills in the 60s. It looked like the house that that fucking Leo DiCaprio lived in fucking Once Upon a Time in Hollywood or something like that. Like it had the dope pool and shit like that. It was huge. It was small, but it was huge. So it was like one of those big ass ranch houses that were like spaced the fuck out so much so that we're in a room at the front. We can't even hear my sister who's in a room on that same side of the house. Then my other sister's on the other side of the house. And it's like, we don't even fucking know she's there. So it was like plenty of space. And it's just like it's this desert oasis essentially. And you're just like enjoying yourself. So
that's dope.
I really, for the first time in my life, like I'm really like when I go on these vacations now, I'm really like seeing the whole like recharging of the batteries and all that and like enjoying myself in like a stress-free environment. And there's something about just being on the West Coast, Maybe it's the fact that you're the 2 hours behind or whatnot, but you just seem like you're in your own fucking world.
Yeah.
And so like I had this routine where I would wake up at like 6 a.m. over there, but it's 8 a.m. over here. So my body's still in time, how it should be.
Yeah.
And like, since it's only 6 a.m. and the sun's coming up, what can you do? Oh, well, this Airbnb has this fantastic like garden area that has like a seat in it for you to literally just sit down and sunbathe. So like I literally would wake up every fucking morning, throw my shades on, grab my my legal things that I was doing out there, and go sit down on that little bench and just let the fucking had my Ray-Bans on, just bathing in the sun,
chilling,
relaxing, just waiting for the world to start. It was incredible. And it really did recharge my batteries. Like I came back with like all this energy. I was like more inspired at work and all this shit. So I don't know. It was just something
I'm actually going to work today.
Yeah, it was kind of. I was just like, fuck it. I don't feel burnt out no more. Let's do it.
I'm not putting the mouse jiggler on or nothing.
Hey, yeah, whoa. Don't be giving my secrets away, dog.
Shit.
What you talking about?
Yeah, I just hear a lot of stories from people that work at home. And niggas just be.
There's no such thing as a mouse jiggler, Chaku. All right? What are you talking about, bro? Jeez.
I ain't gonna lie. I have a couple of mouse jigglers. For me, like, my shit really wasn't a vacation. We had to go up there and do paperwork because we got land up there.
My man.
So we're trying to get all that situated so we can start building some shit.
He don't buy much. He buys land, bro.
I don't buy much. I buy land, bro.
South Dakota.
Big protein. But yeah, so I ended up going to South Dakota, and just getting stuff situated with the land. The thing that sucks is my brother was supposed to come with me, and he backed out. So I'm driving by myself, and my parents on the way up, like we're following each other. So it wasn't that bad on the way up, and a bunch of sites that I haven't seen in a long time. We got to make a few stops or whatever. Cool. So we get to Colorado Springs. We stay the night there, and then my sister meets us in Denver. So we pick her up, and then we were gonna spend the day in Denver to like actually like relax and like hang out and like do shit. And guess who fucked up the whole Denver trip? Taylor fucking Swift.
Oh no.
So apparently the same day that we were there trying to do some shit, she had a concert.
Oh shit.
So whenever we went to go, we were gonna book a hotel and stay there because it was just kind of like a spur of the moment type thing. Because we were staying on base and they have like the stuff over there, but our room that we had there was rented out after we had left. So we were like, well, fuck it, either we'll get a room here or we'll just drive to South Dakota. So we're looking at hotels. Each of these hotels are like $600-$700, and I'm like, and this is like the minimum. And I'm like, what the fuck are we staying at? Like the Ritz-Carlton? Like, what the fuck is this?
Motherfucker, we hit them up.
So I tell my sister, I'm like, she's like, why is all the hotels so? I'm like, well, what's going on in Denver? And she looks and she's like, fucking Taylor Swift.
Swifties.
So yeah, she ruined the whole Denver experience. We were gonna hang out and just have a day of it, and then Trey Parker and Matt Stone, the dudes at the South Park, they have like a restaurant out there.
They are from Denver. And
it's like I forgot the concept, but it's like a Mexican restaurant. But
oh yeah, I've seen it. Actually. Yeah, I've seen like an article.
They pay them like a solid wage, so you don't have to tip.
The name is on the tip of my tongue too, because it's something like ironic or like something that a white dude would say in Spanish. Essentially.
Bonita or something.
Yeah,
Bonita.
It's like something like, I want to say like Chica Bonita.
Yeah, something like that.
Something along those lines. But yeah, they're Mormons. I think they're born and raised in Salt Lake City, but like they relocated to Denver, and that's like where South Park was born. The idea of the show or whatnot. So that's why they're in the Denver community.
So yeah, so we tried to do that, and that fell through. So we ended up just driving straight to South Dakota, and then we're gonna go across Wyoming to hit Yellowstone. Just be like, fuck it. And then we're going to go to Devil's Tower and then to Rapid City. But we're like, man, that's like a fucking 14 hour, like, out the way. So we ended up just going to Devil's Tower. And then we went to South Dakota.
Tower.
But the thing about South Dakota is, like, it's not a big state, so it's easy to get around everywhere. Everything's like an hour, like hour and a half. Mm-hmm. But the amount of driving that I did up there, like, bro. Like, I didn't even want to drive back. And the drive back was fucking hell because I stopped back in Colorado Springs, and I slept for like an hour, and because I had to get back, I had shit I had to do here.
Yeah.
But the reason why it took so long to do all the shit that we had to do in South Dakota is because like when you're on the reservation and you're dealing with like these offices, that Pine Ridge is one of the poorest reservations in the United States.
Wait,
so
what's the name of it?
Pine Ridge.
Oh, I thought you said Power Ranger. I was like,
Power Ranger.
They named a reservation Power Ranger.
Yeah. But yeah, no. So Pine Ridge is one of the poorest reservations in the United States. So like out there, like when you go to like any of the like just office buildings or whatever, that you trying to get shit situated, like the people that work there,
they don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck. You walk in there and be like, hey, I need information. Well, you should look it up. I'm like, damn.
Excuse
me?
me?
We supposed to be helping each other out.
Yeah, you got a cell phone, right?
Yeah.
Just Google it.
Yeah, just Google this. And then they kept saying, and then like, so we had to get these papers signed by like the president of, the reservation, like some council people or whatever the fuck. And so we're driving all around Pine Ridge. So like it would just meet these people at random spots. And you figure like you go to an official like building, like you pull up and like niggas is in there wearing suits.
Pull up
and all that shit, like professional. We walk in and the guy at the front door, this nigga has on basketball shorts and like some N1 shoes. And then the guy that's signing our fucking paperwork, this nigga comes out in like a tracksuit. It has like his keys on a lanyard around his neck. He's like, oh, I'm the face of like such and such. I'm like, y'all niggas come to work so laxed. Like y'all are like an official play. Y'all in here fucking sweatpants and like y'all. I was like, all right, bet. So, but now we ended up getting all of our shit situated, but it took forever. So I don't know about you, but anytime I go on a vacation somewhere or I'm like out of town, I always encounter some very strange shit. Have you encountered like anything strange, like unexplainable strange?
No, not really. I mean, I see things. All right, so it's LA. I know I'm very observant when I go places. So what I'm picking up on now, if you want to say like strange, is I'm seeing the differences. I'm really seeing the effects and differences of going somewhere pre and post COVID. Mm-hmm. And so when I was in California, we went to Venice Beach, which everyone knows Venice Beach, like its heyday was like in the 60s and 70s. By the time like the crack epidemic hit the 80s, Venice Beach was, it was still popping, but like it's not like locals aren't going to tell you to go there.
Yeah.
And then like we went there and it was just like, it was weird just being there. Like it looked like it was like a tale of two beaches. So it was like we get there and it was like dreary and overcast at first, and like we're like walking up the street, walking up the shoreline, and I bought 3 fucking band shirts from a guy in a van. That was interesting as fuck, honestly. But like literally he was just on it in his van, the back of his van on his iPad, and I was like, hey, do you got any Jimi Hendrix shirts? And he's like, yeah. And he like pulls out a fucking big trash bag and starts digging through it. He's like, here you go. So I got like 3 shirts from him, but then like the sun came out and it became like the picturesque Venice Beach that you remember, which is like lively, people around doing shit. Like they're doing all these things around us, but it stank. It smelled like 6th Street, which was weird. Yeah. And I don't remember that last time. And the water was nasty. It stank.
Did y'all get to go to Hollywood?
No, it was too packed.
So Hollywood is like 6th Street.
It is. I've been to it before, but once again, I have not been post-COVID. The last time I was in LA area was 2009. And at this time, Arnold Schwarzenegger's the governor. We went to Venice Beach then too, but it was a different story. It was lively. Like everyone was out. And like I had this moment where like I was like walking and like me and my girl, she's never been to Cali before. And I'm like telling her like, hey, you might get swarmed by guys trying to give you their mixtape. You can tell them no, don't worry about it. Because in 2009, I got hustled into getting 2 fucking mixtapes because 10 dudes came up to me and was just like, yo. And I had to take them. And then it dawned on me like, it's 2023. No one should be handing out mixtapes right now, actually. They'll probably give you a card with a QR code on it or something.
It's like, hey, yo, check this shit out. I got this new hot shit. Shoot me a Cash App. Shoot me a Venmo. if you fuck with the music, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
But I didn't mean to divulge from what you were saying. But what are you alluding to when you say like weird things happening?
Bro, I'm a little I don't even know if I want to talk about this on pod. The shit that I seen.
You see someone get killed?
Nah.
Oh, okay. You can talk about it on pod. You're not going to incriminate yourself.
So there is an area in between reservations in South Dakota. It's called the Badlands. If you ever get a chance,
oh my God!
look up the Badlands of South Dakota.
The infamous Badlands of South Dakota. You were there?
I was there. This is the way I'm going to explain this occurrence. It's not gonna do it justice from what I seen, cause the shit was fucking crazy. So we're in Allen, South Dakota. We're leaving a powwow, and we have to drive through the Badlands. So on the way there, it's bright, sunny. You can see everything. On the way back, it's not the case. There's no street lights. There's only reflectors on the highway for mile markers, and space in the moon, right?
Fuck.
Is dark as fuck. And so there's this thing out there, like, you're not supposed to say like skinwalkers or shit like that, which thank God wasn't the case.
Yeah.
But they say like if you're driving and you hear a tap on the window, like you don't look, because if you look, then it'll follow you. I don't know exactly, like I
wow.
Just from brief conversations about it.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, anyways, to kind of shuttle through this, we're driving on this stretch of road, and the way the road winds, it's like there's hills and stuff, but you can like pass over the hill and like you can see cars like coming, so that you know like to turn your brights on or off.
Yeah.
Right. So we're driving, and out the corner of my eye, I just see this bright fucking light. This light is bright as shit, and I'm like, it's either a semi or a train.
Yeah.
But on the way there, I was like, there's no train tracks coming this way. Has to be a semi. But then I realized this shit isn't on the road. This thing is going through the hills.
Yeah.
And this is like how fast it's fucking going. I see it out of the corner of my eye, and I'm like, yo, y'all see those lights? I'm with my dad. I'm with my sister, her wife, and my cousin. And my sister's like, what are you talking about? And so this thing is coming from the left-hand side, and I'm about to get over this hill. Nigga. This shit, like, when I get to the top of this hill, these fucking lights are right there. This thing is moving so fast and smooth. I'm like, what the fuck? So, I wish I could like explain it. If I ever get a chance to like make a film and like recreate this scene just to show y'all how crazy this shit was, like this is not an exaggeration.
Bro,
so
you just witnessed a fucking UFO, dog.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Which is ironic because some dude a whistleblower testified today saying that the U.S. is holding UFOs and alien bodies. And he was basically saying, like, I can't give all this away in this thing. But yeah, it was in front of Congress. He had to testify today. It's like all over Twitter or whatnot. But he's basically like, I'm a whistleblower. He's coming out saying, like, I have full details and files and everything showing that for years the United States of America has basically been concealing UFO evidence and biological evidence, quote unquote, alien bodies that they've discovered or whatnot. And so like these senators and shit are like asking him all these questions and shit, and he's just like, yeah, I can. He's like, I can't give this away in a public forum or whatnot because I'm fearing for my life and all these things.
But
that
nigga's gonna
like,
die.
yeah, but he's like, off after this hearing is over, I'll gladly provide this information to you. And they're like, do you know people still working in these agencies in the government? And he's like, yeah, I do know, but I can't give them away on camera during this hearing. I have to give it to you.
Just give it away, nigga. Aliens exist.
But yeah, I mean, it's the extreme naivety of a human being to think that they're the only people. It is diverse as the world is on all levels when it comes to the life forms on this planet.
Yeah.
It's so fucking vain and the hubris of a human being to think that we're the only
this
ones.
Is it.
Like, yeah, like why would you see all this on one planet and think that the universe isn't the same way?
Like top dog, motherfucker.
Like, yeah, like it's the dumbest shit in the world.
Yeah.
But I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm not here to. I like the X-Files, but I'm not Scully or Mulder. I'm not trying to convince you of whatever you want to believe. You can believe whatever you want.
Believe
but
what you want.
That is a great story and a terrifying one all at the same.
But I'm not done.
Oh fuck!
There's the reason why I didn't want to tell this on pod, because it's on there and I don't need the Men in Black showing up at my fucking door.
I like that one better. This one tastes. Let me get another swig. Let me see.
So we're going over this hill, and this is a pet peeve of mine.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm telling you I see something and I'm looking dead at it and I fucking point and I'm like, yo, y'all see that? Hey, y'all see that? Yo, y'all see that? And y'all don't fucking look. Like, that is the most annoying shit ever. Like, I don't know. Like, that shit just like irks me to my fucking core. And then they're like, what did I'm like, well, it's too fucking late now. Like, you missed it. So I thought that was going to be one of those moments, right? So this thing's fucking coming. It's bright and it starts to get big. And so once we get over this fucking hill, I'm seeing these lights and this light is getting brighter. So as soon as we hit the top of the hill, it comes over the edge and the lights are just fucking bright as shit, like in my car. But when I look at this thing, it's bigger than my car. And I'm like, there's no road right there. Mm-hmm. So it couldn't be something driving. It's fucking a grassy hill. Like, and I can see because there's no inlet from like where like a road would be if there was like an intersection.
Yeah.
It's just grass and fucking trees, right? But when I seen it from a distance, it was bright as shit. And I was like, yo, I've never seen something with like headlights like that bright.
Yeah.
And the way it looked was like, you know how like whenever you pass by like the Tesla dealer and like they leave the lights on?
Yeah.
They're bright like that, but they're so fucking crisp and clean. And they were long. So it's like this long fucking, like it's these two strands of lights around the sides, and then it's at a slant, and then it's like dark in the middle. I recreated a picture of it. I'll show you after we get done.
Okay.
So these lights were so fucking bright. After we pass it, it looks like it stops here and then it turns and it goes that way. Like it goes behind us, and there's cars going this way. So I'm pretty sure like they probably seen in a motorcycle.
Yeah.
There's a guy on a motorcycle out in the middle of fucking nowhere.
I wouldn't want to be that.
I'm like, nigga, you about to get scooped for sure. So we're passing. My sister's like, oh shit. Danita fucking sees it. So she can confirm. And so she's like, yo. Yeah. So she's looking at it. And she said when she seen it, it looked like it was like turned, I guess. And you could see like the curve. But I was looking at it from the rearview mirror, they're turned around and they're looking at it. This thing's light starts fucking flashing, like off and on. But nigga, these lights are so bright that like there was no way it could be a fucking car. It looked like you coming up on a city.
Yeah.
And like the light is just like it's illuminating the whole fucking sky, right? So it's flashing off and on. My sister's like, yo, like it's flashing off and on. Like this shit is crazy. They're bright. It looks like stadium lighting. So imagine something that big. Like it's probably about maybe like a little bit bigger than my SUV, but emitting that kind of light. Like that shit look fucking wild. And I couldn't like see nobody in it or nothing, but because I couldn't really make out the shape. Like the lights were so bright. But it passes, and then like when we're going over the hill, we can see the lights flashing off, on.
It's a beacon, dog.
And I'm like, what the fuck? And so we're kind of like, all right, nigga, I step on the gas. I'm like, I'm doing like 100.
Good thing this isn't a horror movie and you're not white. You would have turned around
through the fucking Badlands.
We gotta find out.
But then everybody in my mom was like, "Well, did y'all take pictures?" Fuck no, we ain't take no goddamn pictures. No, I was like, my ass is on the move after seeing some shit like that because it crossed over.
Yeah, it
crossed over the road. You gotta like think about this. We're in the Badlands. We're on one single fucking road. Next,
how many lanes is this road? It's just 2 lanes. Just one lane.
Yeah, one lane going this way, one coming this way. So we're passing, like we're getting away from the area, right? And so I can look, and instead of it being on the left side, it's on the right side now. But it's far, and you can still see these lights. They're fucking bright as shit. Like there's no car, there's no vehicle that is putting out that kind of fucking light to look like a goddamn stadium, and it'd be the size of my car. Or a little bit bigger. So I'm like, yo, I've definitely seen some crazy shit. Like that's for sure like a UFO.
Must be some new shit, man.
But the thing that kind of made me think too is because South Dakota, they have Ellsworth Air Force Base.
Yeah. And
so their base out there, they have experimental aircrafts.
That could be what they'll chalk it up to. Is like an experimental aircraft was doing a test flight or something like that. That's probably what they'll tell the public or whatnot. But then you got people like you out there, fucking putting that shit on wax so that the government can come find you. But sure, go ahead.
They're gonna be like, "Yeah, nigga, you seen a UFO? Can you look at this light?"
I just know if you don't show up to your weekend gigs, I can't say nothing about it because I don't want to disappear. Also,
can you look at one of these lights? Fucking have me.
You fuck around, you gonna order Uber Eats next time, and they gonna fucking neuralize you at the
door. Shit. But yeah, man, this shit was crazy. And I'm like, if it was alien or whatever, as long as you don't fuck with me, bro. Like you do all your alien things, do whatever you want to do, bro. Fly around, pick up shit, pick up cows, whatever y'all do. Just leave me alone.
I think they're over the cows now. I don't think they're mutilating cows anymore. I think they're just like, nah, fuck. I think they're at the point where they're just like, nah, man, this world's going to shit.
Like, these niggas are retarded.
We just got to let these motherfuckers know that we've been watching them this whole time. They're fucking dumb.
You know what's funny, though? If I was a species, like, super intelligent, I can make aircrafts and shit, I'd be fucking with people down here, too.
Hell yeah.
I'd be like, watch these people freak out. Yo, watch me come over this hill real quick.
Let's go do a flyby.
Yeah, let's do a flyby. Hey, blip blap, turn the lights off and on.
Blip blap. Emperor Zurg said that we were only supposed to observe this planet. Yeah, fuck that. We gonna have some fun.
Niggas turning the lights off and on. We're all in the car like, whoa.
Look at them, they're freaking out. All I'm doing is hitting the on and off switch.
I've always said that if I was ever like a alien or like a ghost, I'd just fuck with people. So I get it. I just terrorize people and make them think that they're fucking crazy.
You're the worst. You'd be like a kid poltergeist that's like fucking shit up in your house, but when the medium comes in and talks to them, it's like, oh, they're just a lonely kid who wants to play. Like, no, fuck that.
Like, nah, it's this grown ass man who just likes opening your kitchen cabinets and putting all your dishes on the floor.
Nah, you motherfucker got to go.
Like walk in, like what was that on Paranormal Activity when she walks in a room and all the furniture is just in the fucking
drops
ceiling.
To the ground and shit. Yeah. Top 10 jump scare ever in theaters for me. Not even gonna lie, whole theater went crazy when that happened.
I wouldn't go that hard, but I would definitely like move your paintings off the wall.
That's fucked up, man.
I would like hide shit from you. You would always be missing a sock.
You know what's funny? So I just started watching Community recently. Mm-hmm. And I got to the episode where like Annie like her pen keeps getting stolen. Mm-hmm. And like she like has like there's a whole episode about them like where's the pen going and blah blah blah, and ends up being like a monkey that's loose in the school is like taking pens and shit and collecting them. But there's a later episode later on in like season 3 where like they all go to a psychiatrist and he's like, and they're like, he's like trying to convince them that they weren't ever going to the community college. He was like, you guys are all like insane asylum members and you're all test subjects for us or something like that. And then like it like shows like the dean of the school and he's like, they're like talking about them while looking at them through a window. And he's just like, what are we going to do for the next test? And like the other guy's like, I want to see what happens when we remove one of their pens. Let's see how crazy they act about it. Yeah. So that's what I was thinking when you said that. It's just like, what if there is a motherfucker who's just like, I'm just going to take this pen because they leave it on their desk all the time, and I'm just going to move it across the room and see how it fucks their world up. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy how like something small can just like fuck your whole day up.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, where the fuck is? Because I be doing that shit sometimes. Like, I accidentally leave my key card in my car sometimes, and I'm used to leaving it on my little desk when I walk out so I can just grab it. And anytime that motherfucker's not there, I'm like, oh, where is it? Where is it? What the fuck? Who moved it? Who moved it? I always leave it here. It's
my
always
key
here.
Card. Where is my key card?
Yeah. But yeah, if I was a ghost, I'd just fuck with people. Or if I was an alien, I'd be in here just doing random shit.
He'd be the ghost with the most. All right.
That's why anytime I see some weird shit when I'm alone at home, I'm just like, I ain't see that. I just gotta like chalk it up to like it's nothing. Cause one time, nigga, I was sitting here and I was like watching TV and I seen something peek around that corner, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to bed. I got up, I fucking turned on all the lights. I went in the fucking bedroom, turned on my bed light.
Look, I mean, we're far away from Halloween, so we can hold the Halloween stories and scary shit. All I'm saying is like, along with us being naive to think that we're the only ones in like the universe, unless your apartment complex is new, guys, you gotta cope with the fact that someone's probably died in your building.
Somebody's probably been
like, yeah, it doesn't. Not saying it was in every apartment in that unit, but someone's probably died in every unit. If the apartment is 10 plus years old, I assure you, one person has died in at least every unit on the property.
There's probably some old lady here with cats.
Exactly. And that's my biggest fear because I live over a 95-year-old man.
Oh, God.
And I hear him hacking in the middle of the night.
He just
like just coughing like horribly in the middle of the night. And like my fear one night is I'm going to hear him like and just I'm going to hear him die. And then I have to, because I hear it, my good conscience is going to make me have to like, alert authorities of like, hey, this.
Because if you don't, then he's gonna be like, Michael, I know you heard me.
Exactly. I don't talk to him much.
I died because of you, and he's gonna haunt you.
I don't talk to him much, but I know he's a smoker. Like he opens his garage door, and before he hops in his car, he's got a sick ass Cadillac.
Yeah,
it's a sick one. It's like it's got to be like a early 2010s Cadillac. Gold, has like these really nice stock rims with like the gold trim on them.
I like when old niggas keep their car like stock and it's just really nice.
I love it.
It's
and
like
he don't take it nowhere.
Clean.
He drives that shit to the grocery store and to check his mail. Sorry.
That whiskey getting you. Yeah. There it is. He back. Oh shit. I'm gonna let this ride out. Right,
okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you need a quick stop to hiccups, all you do is hold your breath hard for 30 seconds. That's exactly what I do. With that intermission right there, let's go and bring this bad boy home. I think we've been running long. So you did send me something today that I thought was quite hilarious. And it's really funny because I think it is a meme that I saw years ago. So an article it's an article that's from The Wasted, and it's based off of a study done in the UK of women over who are age 18 and over. It's saying that nurses are more likely to cheat on their significant other than athletes, musicians, and DJs, according to a study, which I find quite hilarious, actually, because there was a meme that used to go around on the internet probably like, could be about 10 years ago when like there was like a really big push for getting women into the nursing industry.
Yeah.
And this was back in the time when people used to use the word thought a lot. She's the thought. And then I saw this meme come across my Facebook, and it was like the national uniform of a thought. And it was like a bunch of girls wearing nurses scrubs and shit. And I was like, damn. No. So the stereotype has always been there. And hey, no disrespect to any of our listeners who happen to, whoa, you're actually pouring that shit.
Yeah, we got
Oh fuck! Don't pour mine heavy. I don't want a lot. That shit smells gross. That shit smells like the summer of 2006, and I'm not trying to go back. You feel me? Anyways, but yeah. So there's always been this stereotype that nurses get around and shit because I mean. Nurses I feel like before nurses it was flight attendants. That was the stereotype of like, oh, all you do is fly from city to city and fuck people. But yeah, nurses, man.
What a job.
Woo! I think it's funny too because like the fucking nurses scrubs are so revealing for what they are. If you think about it. And it's just like, why are the scrubs always so tight and like really like bolstering the assets of women.
Yeah, they really accentuate like the
exactly. They make whoever's in the scrubs look a lot better than they really do, honestly. Yeah. And I'll share a story off pod about that. But I'm just saying, like, it's very hilarious. But I don't know. What do you think? Do you think nurses are cheaters or what?
I mean, yeah. I mean, not all, of course. But the only reason I say that is because I'm a DJ and DJs be catching a bad rap.
Fuck yeah.
But it's like, when do you have time to cheat? You got to pack equipment. You got to fucking download Pound Town and all these other bullshit ass songs that people want to hear whenever you DJ gigs. Like,
so you could take them to Pound Town.
There's no time. And then in between that, I got to practice. And then, most DJs have day jobs. I don't know if y'all knew that. But so we're up at the ass crack of dawn when y'all are up after a night of just fucking being out there playing Pound Town. Or what's that one? Give me one margarita. I'm gonna open my legs. But yeah, what's crazy though is I've seen a handful of women that are nurses and they be doing some rowdy shit. I'm not saying they cheat, but they just explore things.
Group of nurses out at the bar on a Saturday night. Single fellas, shoot your shot. You in there, I'm telling you. You in there. Well, all you gotta do is find them.
But this goes for women and men.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
But that study you sent me was only for the women. No, that was a study specifically for women.
I wonder
nurses,
why that is though.
nurses.
I wonder if it's just like I don't know. How do you get that data?
They said they polled like almost 3,000 women.
That's what I find crazy. Like, who's just like, yeah, I'm cheating. Like, I'm a nurse, I'm cheating. You know what I mean? Like, you ever see those videos of those dudes on 6th Street and they're like, what's one thing you wouldn't want your boyfriend to know? It's like, bitch, this is going on YouTube and TikTok, and they'll be like, one time I had a threesome with my fucking best friend and fucked his homie, and like, I'm like, yo.
That's all I was thinking about was the Chappelle skit.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking,
the worst thing I ever did was have sex with old gangbang over here without a condom. Yeah. But they be saying some like just lawless shit on there, and I'm like, yo, like somebody's gonna see this. I seen this one video, and I don't know how real it is because you know how people be making shit up on the internet, but they like got a minute to go through each other's phones, and so this nigga goes through his girl's phone, and first thing he does, he goes to messages, finds something immediately in messages, and she goes through his phone, she's searching. She's frantic. She's looking. She's like, oh, I'm on Instagram.
Nothing.
Nigga's like going through it. She's like, oh, she's on her 3rd app. She's on her 5th app. Like, whatever. And so finally it gets to the end of the minute. And so homie that was like stuck on the text, he just like just kind of distraught. He's looking. He's like, so who's in and out? This bitch had some dude saved is in and out in her phone. And was like doing meetups, but the shit that they was like chopping it up about, she was like, "Yeah, baby, I can't wait to see you. Like, you gonna bend me over, like."
Oh no!
And they was together for like, so they said they was together for like a year or two, whatever. But I know 5 years.
To the audio listeners, you should have seen how quick my eyebrows went up when he said the name in the phone was In and Out.
The nigga was like, the dude that was doing, he's like, it was a different kind of In and Out, huh? I was like, bro. Insult to injury. God damn. That nigga looked hurt. But then at the end of it, he was just kind of like, oh, well, you know, I kind of felt things were different anyways. But, you know, to find out like this is kind of fucked up.
Man, I'd hate to find out that my significant other is like cheating on me on camera.
Yeah, right.
That's the worst. Like,
yeah, like because you can't cry, nigga.
Yeah, like I can't cry. I can't say what I want to say because then I'll be a sexist pig. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck, man.
Like I ain't gonna do. I'm gonna cry in the car though. He gonna cry in the car.
Yeah, but hey, it all leads back to the fact that it's easier for women to cheat than it is for men. So I'm just saying it. You know, it's the truth.
I really feel like it is.
It is.
Okay. Think about this, right? How many women do you like hear talk about? Like, oh, this guy's always in my DMs. Like, this guy's always trying to. This guy wants feet pictures. Like,
or why, whenever you get in a relationship with a new girl, she's adamant that you get rid of every fucking female on your social media.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because every guy on her social media she's been romantically involved with. I'm sorry. I'm talking shit. I gotta stop.
All I'm saying is like for dudes, it don't work like that. Like there's a lot that goes into even like getting to hang out with somebody.
The hoops a man got to go through just to get a date.
Not even a date, just to be like to say what's up, or
to meet up at the bar at least for a drink.
Oh yeah,
it's incredible. Whereas like a girl just has to say yeah.
Like I feel like a girl, all she got to do is just which one, and then she picks, and then she shoot the message, and then. More often than not, dudes gonna be like, "Oh yeah, for sure."
Tell me when I'm telling lies. Girls keep backups with them in any new relationship she's in for at least a solid year and a half. I want to say.
I feel like there's a bench.
There's bench players just waiting because they think that this shit can fall apart any moment, and then they got to get back out there. So they'll keep a couple bench players
just waiting in the wings.
Just sit. Come on. Come off the bench. He fucked up. Your turn now.
But
you know what I'm saying?
The thing that fucks me up too is like dudes are so ready for that. Yeah, whenever your man's, I'm like, you a bum, nigga. Like
that's some cornball shit.
Like go do something else, nigga. Like you, but they be going for that shit.
I couldn't be friends with a nigga who's just like his whole thing is like home wrecking. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't be friends with a nigga who's just like every girl you never had his own girlfriend, but he's just fucking everybody else's.
And they go over there just waiting, like that. What's that meme with
Birdman
Spice Jones? He's just like sitting over there behind the tree in the yellow suit. And he's like, yeah, that nigga just got married. Ooh,
can't wait to slide in his wife's DMs. Like y'all are the worst, man. Y'all the fucking worst.
But I don't know. I just like for women to be like, oh, like it's easy for a guy to go out there and just do it. And it was not.
They always say that. Like it's always us. We're the assholes. We're so easy and blah blah blah. It's like, no, we're not, because we're fucking guys.
It's like
we're dumb.
It's like you seen Gladiator? They put all them niggas in the thing. Why
would you even say that? Of course I've seen Gladiator, nigga.
And they all got to fight to the death to get to, you know.
Got to fight to the death just to get to her.
To get a date.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Not even a date, just to get a hello, or maybe we should hang out sometime.
Women put dudes through the fucking ringer just to prove that they're capable of talking to them.
I'm an old nigga now, so my level of patience has grown very thin. So like I'm one of them dudes where like if shit start getting a little weird, I'm just like, all right, whatever. And I'm cool with that.
Yeah, like leading into COVID, being single and all that and everything, I had fully embraced my zen and my I don't give a fuckness.
Yeah.
Of like, oh, I'm not going home with you tonight. All right, cool. Get some of the Whataburger.
But we'll see, and then like with that too, it's like I like chop it up with people, but it's like at the end of the day, it's like I'm not thinking about that. So
yeah,
like chicks be like, oh, well, you're not like interested in me. I'm like, well, I didn't even think.
Yeah, they take that as you're not interested when it's just like, no, I'm really drunk and hungry, and I'd rather go eat somewhere than go to sleep.
Like I've been asked to like hang out with women before, and it's like, you want to hang out, and I'm just like, oh, maybe I got work in the morning, but I don't think about it, right? And so like it come back like, well, I just didn't think you were interested in me because you just like you didn't seem like you wanted to hang. I'm like, oh no, like I'm down, but like I don't know, like it's just weird.
I passed up for some Mama Margies. I ain't even gonna front.
Not even for food. I'm gonna go home.
But you see, that's the thing. Like when I was younger, and that's the whole reason why we were going out. My mentality was just like, if I don't land or seal, I'm just gonna go eat and go to sleep. Like I'm hungry. Like I'm really hungry after after a night of drinking. Like I'm fucking starving. You know what I'm saying? And especially when I'm in my 20s, my metabolism's running and shit. Like that's all you do is you go out, smash some fucking food, and then go home and crash the fuck out. Like, and that's all I want to do. So it's just like that's all that's on my mind. Is like I'm hungry, really. Honestly, it's like honestly. Can we not go to your house and go get some food?
You know what's funny though? Is I'm the type of nigga that will pull up to the house and like hang out. And then once I get tired, I'm like, all right, I'll see you later. And then just roll out. I've done that before.
It's like what? Yeah, just on the couch in lingerie and shit. Because I'm not miss the hints and everything. Like, what?
Because I'm not thinking about that. I'm like, oh, like in my head, I'm just like, oh, this somebody wants to hang out. I'm not tired, right? Like I'm not sleepy, so I'm just gonna go kick it for a little bit, and then once I get sleepy, I'm just
this beautiful woman really wants to bring you back to her house at 3 a.m. and hear you talk about your set list from the other night.
Okay. I'm just gonna blow myself up right now.
Chaco right here, Chaco 101.
I had a moment, right, and I don't know what this could have been. I don't know, but there was one night after a set that I got an invite to go hang out with somebody. And so in my head, I'm thinking like, oh, okay, like there's going to be a group of people and we're all going to hang out. Shit. Cool. Right. So I get the text and I'm like, okay, I'll be over there in a little bit. So I get there. It's just me and this girl.
Damn.
And she's like, you want a shot? I was like, yeah, that's cool. Whatever. She's like, you want like something to snack on? Like, so we're sitting there talking. No lie. We talked for like, mind you, it's already like 2:30, like almost close to 3. We're sitting there. We're talking for like 2 hours, and I'm just like, she goes and changes. She's like, hey, I'm gonna change real quick, I'll be right back. And she comes back out and she's wearing like some boy shorts and like a tank top, like no bra. And I'm like I said, I'm not thinking about that, right? And so she's like, well, do you want to like come sit over here? And she like goes to the couch, and I'm like, I think I'm gonna take off. I was like, I'm getting a little sleepy. I got a little bit dry, but I'll see you later.
That's the best part, right there. I'll see you later.
I've told you the story before.
Yeah. No.
And then like a week later, I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, oh shit. You know that moment when
it hits you
on 21 Jump Street when the nigga finds out he slept with Ice Cube's daughter?
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit. It was one of them moments. I was like, oh nigga, what the fuck? Like that's what was going on. I thought she just wanted to hang out, and I thought it was gonna be more than just me. I didn't think it was gonna be like, cause in my head I'm not thinking about it like that. Like you invite me to come hang out, I'm just like, oh, this person just wants to chill, cool. But it was on some like, I mean, it could have been. I don't know if it was. I'm not saying it was.
Could have been. But I don't know. But it's like I said, that leads back to what I've been saying. We're guys. We don't pick up the hints. We're stupid. We really fucking are. And that's why it's so much easier for a girl than it is for a guy to cheat. But with that being said, I'll cap it all with this. I fumbled once, long time before I was in my prime, I'll say. I got like a text because at the time I was only known for like having the green on me. I only smoked and shit. And like the girl was... I didn't know that she liked me because I met her through a friend of a friend or whatnot. And like she didn't seem like she was really vibing with me that much, but I still got her number.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't think about it. I was just like, well, I got a number, whatever, you know. And she like hit me up out of nowhere and was like, hey, how come we don't hang out and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, my bad. And he's like, well, I'm about to move. Do you want to come over and hang out and whatnot? And I was like, yeah, cool. I got some weed. I mean, I got some green if you want. She's like, oh, cool. Come on through. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking I'm just going to smoke her out and like shoot the shit. And like we get there and like I'm like rolling up, and I didn't know she had a roommate who was another girl who had another dude who had her own boyfriend. And so this dude comes over, and I'm just like, well, I don't want to share my weed with him.
Yeah,
so I don't know this nigga. Like, I don't want to do that. So like I kind of got awkward, and I like rolled up quick and like chiefed like half-assed and dipped. And then like I immediately get a text like, why did you leave so fast? And I was like, oh, I thought that was your dude. And she was like, that's my friend. That's my roommate's man. And she literally like hit me with a shake my head or whatnot. And I was just like, what?
Whoops.
I didn't get it. And then same thing like you, like probably like a week later, it fucking hit me like, oh.
That's what was
Well, she wanted to do things to me.
Yeah.
And I fucked it up.
I don't.
But, you know.
You don't really be thinking about things like that.
It happens sometimes.
I was thinking about like Whataburger breakfast and like what songs I'm gonna add to my set.
Really big fan of Whataburger breakfast. Breakfast burger is my lifesaver.
I used to get the actually during the time there was this there was a sausage biscuit they had and it had like the spicy strawberry jam on it. That shit was so good. They need to bring that back.
You know what's good? And before we go, you ever had Tommy's?
Once.
Tommy's restaurant. There's one right up the street from us.
Yeah.
Go order your tacos on Google in the morning. Go pick them up. There will probably be a hostess there who has don't get sucked into it. Just get your tacos, go home and eat. They have really good breakfast tacos. Really good breakfast tacos. I'm telling you the truth on that. And so that's become my new thing because for the longest time my go-to for breakfast tacos was just going to Bill Miller's and ordering my shit.
Yeah.
But
there's this place
Tommy's is good.
On Uber Eats. I don't know if it's still on there, but it's called Taco Tex. And I used to get my shit from them all the time. And for some reason, it come in a brown bag. It should be greasy.
You know it's real.
I'm like, yo, this is it.
When the two things where you need grease on the bag to realize it's good: Philly cheesesteaks and breakfast tacos.
Yep.
You ain't see no grease on that bag. Them shits ain't good.
Better throw them shits out.
Fuck yeah. But yeah, I guess that's enough. I think that wraps it up for us.
It's a nice little episode back.
Good one. Oh shit! I guess we gotta.
We're gonna take this little shotty shot.
Oh man, I don't want to drink this.
All
shit.
right, let's give a review. Rubbing alcohol. Cheers.
Goodness. It smells like high school. Oh, it's fucking nasty. So you remember when vodka had like a spice to it because it was so cheap and nasty?
Smirnoff.
No, Smirnoff was a step up.
McCormick.
This is McCormick's vodka in a gun.
It's military special.
Oh, yeah. This is military special in a gun. It's not good. I'm probably going to dump the rest of it out and just keep the gun because it looks amazing and I just want to have it on my bar if we're being real.
This is for mixed drinks and guests.
Ugh.
This is disgusting.
Oh, that was gross. I almost threw up.
But it makes up for it.
Because of the packaging.
Yeah.
This is the idea. The packaging brought me in. The product is not great. But I'm still happy with my purchase. And with that concludes this episode of the Saucy Boys.
We'll sauce it up with y'all next time.
Peace.
Peace.